A lot of the guys who watch these videos are dads, and this is the hardest parenting advice that you will ever hear. It's hard. You're not going to like it, but it is so powerful and so important that you get this. There's basically two jobs that you got as a dad when you're raising a kid. And one job is you want to give your kid a beautiful childhood, and the other job is you want to train them so they can become successful and happy adult who has a great life. And I'm going to talk to you about that second part right now, but I don't want you to neglect the first part about, giving them a beautiful childhood, which really has to do with spending quality time with them and rolling around on the ground with them and playing and, kissing them and hugging them a whole lot. That stuff's crucial. The first piece that you got to understand, and this is hard parenting advice, is it ain't what you tell them to do, it's what they catch you doing. It's what they catch you doing. I heard this piece of parenting advice. I wish I could remember where, but man, it is a crucial one. And so this first piece is that you got to get that there are times when they're doing something, you're trying to create an instructional moment, and you're telling them what to do, that stuff doesn't land. And it doesn't land because it didn't land for you. You think about all the stuff that your dad told you to do and not do, and it just didn't matter. It didn't matter. If it aligned with what you believed, then sure. And if it didn't, then it just meant don't get caught by dad when you're doing this stuff, right? But it really is when they see you when they don't think you're looking, when they think that you don't see them. It's that's how they learn what's okay to do and what's not okay to do. So if you say to your kid, don't ever lie, and then you get on the phone with, your sister, their aunt, and, you lie, they catch you lying, they know that lying is okay. And I certainly had that experience in my life, right? And you may have had it too. But if they catch you being honest when it was hard, when there were consequences for you to be honest, and they catch you doing that, that can change their lives. That will make your children see that there's a real value to this thing we call the truth. And it's the hardest parenting advice because what it means is that you have to hold yourself to the standards that you hope someday that your kid is going to be like that. You've got to hold yourself to that aspirational standard for yourself in your daily life. So it's hard advice, but also, it has the possibility of making you into a better man because they are watching. They are definitely watching. So here's two. It's kind of a subcategory of this. And it's really from Maria Montessori, who started, this whole Montessori school thing. Maria Montessori, I saw a quote from her where she said, the greatest gift that you can give to a child who's, losing their shit. It's not the way Maria said it, but paraphrasing, the greatest gift that you can give to a child who's losing their shit is to not lose your shit. It's to stay regulated, to model for them what it looks like to stay regulated. So when your kid is going crazy, and this is from when they're throwing a tantrum as a 2-year-old all the way up to a teenager who's losing their temper, when you stay cool in spite of their crazy emotional stuff, when you don't say, hey, I said shut up. In the moment you do that, in the moment that you lose your cool, what they caught you doing is, when you're telling them to calm the fuck down while not being calm yourself, they caught you doing something and you've not given them the lesson in the way that you hoped to, right? So Maria Montessori's point follows this point, which is you need to demonstrate to them what it looks like when stuff is emotionally heated and you can self-regulate, because seeing you do it is how a child learns to do it. So, dads who have rage problems have kids that have rage problems. And this is something you got to get straight. Hard advice, but it really can make a gigantic difference in your life and the life of your child. Just along those lines, there was a quote from Harry Truman, President Truman. He said, in reading the lives of great men, I found that the first victory they won was over themselves. Self-discipline with all of them came first. So same idea here. You really got to get this self-discipline first. If you want your kid to learn self-discipline, they got to catch you doing it. Third, again, all along the same theme here, is you've got to demonstrate your priorities. You've got to demonstrate. You can't say, hey, integrity is more important than going out with your friends. Like, you got to do your homework for your friends, that kind of thing. Like wanting them to have the right priorities. Again, you can tell them all day, but for them to learn it and to become the adult that actually considers that an important, deep value, you've got to demonstrate it. So you've got to see the priorities in your life. So, for example, I think it's crucially important that you demonstrate to them that you work hard and that hard work is honorable and noble. And so if you're complaining about your job all the time, then guess what? You're going to have a kid that complains about work. Like, you need to show them what it looks like to have a purpose and to be passionately involved in your purpose and to claim your purpose and work hard at it. Even if it wasn't what you would have chosen, right? You could be in a job that's not what you would have chosen, but still, you know the old advice, if you're going to be a street sweeper, be the best damn street sweeper there is. And likewise, you might be a workaholic. It's crucial to demonstrate the priority to them of spending time with their mom and with them and taking the weekends off and being able to disconnect and having the priority of fun, having the priority of leading a life that's more than just the grind, right? You need to show them that by demonstrating your priorities, not just knowing what your priorities are, but living them so that your kid can catch you doing it. And fourth, and maybe most crucial for your child's happiness, and for sure most crucial for your happiness, is you've got to model love for them. Because humans are so messed up around love. People are so broken around this emotion of, just being wild about somebody and not knowing how to make that work. Most marriages are a bit of a struggle, And it's so crucial. It's so crucial for your child's happiness and for their ability to form a great relationship in the future where they can love somebody and be loved in return and communicate well with each other. It's so crucial that you model that for your child. You being in a wonderful relationship with their mother and loving her and adoring her and earning her love and admiration in return, I think is maybe the biggest gift that you can give your kid. And, listen, that's why they often say that if you're fighting all the time, you're better off living separately. Show them the great relationship with your next lover, and be great friends with their mom so they can see what mature people do in those circumstances. Like, you can do this even if you're divorced, is my point. I'm not trying to exclude or shame you if it didn't work out, but to just fight all the time in front of them, this is the big mistake. Or just to be coldly efficient with each other, this is the big mistake. I think that child must see what a loving relationship can look like, and you have a chance to model that for them. And listen, if you are just out on a limb with this stuff and I've just scared you or shamed you, let me just quickly pitch a sexual communication program that we've got up on howtoman.com. I'm not, trying to be all salesy here, but this is such a big deal. And if you don't know how to model what a true love relationship looks like in a mature and beautiful way, in mutual respect and love and passion for each other, do yourself a favor and just check out sexual communication on howtomantv.com. It's a game changer. It'll change your life, and it will definitely change the life of your children. It's powerful and well worth your time. I hope you'll take a minute and go check it out, and I will see you in the next video.